Beaver on the left side in the front court. Foul called on the Blue Streak. 6:52 left in the first quarter. First foul of the game.
It was a contested tip to begin the game. Neodesha, the ball went out of bounds. We got the possession. Weren't able to.
Let from 3 for the right wing. Long rebound goes to number 11 for the Blue Streaks.
Weren't able to capitalize on it.
Three-pointer from the left side.
Blue Streaks.
Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay Blue Streaks ball underneath.
So championship game here on Saturday, both for our boys and our girls.
Number 11 pulls up for the jumper. Backside rebound by Avalette. Beaver comes back to the ball on the right side. Over to Stout on the left. Ball screen. Stout from the free throw line pulls up and nails it.
Yeah, good penetration drive. Haven't had any shots inside the arch. Really good shots.
Number 1, that's Trinity Bell. Picks up the dribble. Back up top to 11, Darcy Dyke. Long 2 from Stover. Another rebound for Avalette. Out to Stout on the right side. Stout holds it up. Back to Lett at the top. Fanning sets the ball screen. Stout dribbles it right off her foot and turnover back to the Blue Streaks.
And that was the kind of same basic play that got her that jumper. From
Inside for Morrison. Can't find the bottom of the net.
Dribbling that trap there.
Lett's able to recover back to Beaver. Beaver into the corner for Stout. Entered in and foul called on the floor. Marsh had position, got pushed in the back.
So Neodesha's coming out. They're pushing the ball up and down the court. They do have size. So they, not a small team. They got quite a bit of height out there.
Go a little bit higher in your frame. There you go. Beaver looking for an option, finds Lett on the back cut.
Oh, got the body.
And draws the foul. And Lett will go to the line to shoot 2. Third team foul on the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, definitely aggressive game plan there by Neodesha. But good read on that backdoor cut and finding that gap and just driving into the hole, getting the foul.
First free throw is good by Lett.
It's great that we're in the championship game. We've had sick girls every game. Nobody's been 100%. Everybody's been missing time. Libby missed the whole game altogether.
Lett makes them both, and 5-4 is the score.
So it's great that we're able to play here today for the championship.
Stover brings down the right side into Dyke. Dyke goes baseline, kicks it back up top to Stover. Over to the left side, off the mark, out of bounds, knocked off Bell, and it's back to the Cougars.
If they open up 5-0, the Cougars kind of working their way back in here.
Over the left side for Stout. Jump ball called as Stout was trying to split the defense, and it was the Cougars' arrow.
Pretty quick jump ball call.
Into the corner for Beaver. Picks up the dribble back to Stout. She'll take the long 3 off the rim. Fanning's there for the follow and puts it in. And the Cougars take their first lead of the game, 6-5.
Yeah, way to be in position, Libby.
Ball swung around to the left side, entered into the low block. Fanning there defending. Number 13, Roebuck, takes the shot. And the Cougars are able to clear.
Almost a reach there whenever Kinley came down with the ball. Girl came in, tried to be able to control it, found the outlet.
Fanning posting up inside, entered in. Fanning's able to receive it, puts the dribble down. Baby hook, and in and out, can't get it to fall. The Blue Streaks pull it
down there and able to even get a shot up.
Ball into the corner again for Dyke. Swung across to Bell. Bell with a long 3 with the left. Offensive rebound by the Blue Streaks, and foul called on, was that on Marsh?
Yeah.
On Kinley Marsh.
Yeah, both those girls were all tangled up on that rebound, and 32 was able to just go right back up with it and got the foul on Kinley.
Olivia Morrison, the junior, at the line to shoot 2. Makes the first to tie the game.
Some substitutions here for both teams. I kind of wonder the Cougars been battling sickness all week on the girls' team. What their wind is like tonight.
She hits both free throws to retake the lead, 7-6. Tiana Sanders, the sophomore, subbing in the game for the Blue Streaks.
Comes a full court press.
Carly Doris inbounding. She subbed in for Ava Lett. Doris back across to Stout. Up to Doris into the front court. Tightly defended, gets it to Stout in the corner. Double team comes, able to get it back to Doris. She's open for 3, and she nails it.
Yeah, great shot. They're committing to that trap in the low corner. I mean, really all the corners. So you get that good ball movement off of the trap, it's going to open something up.
At the elbow, number 13, Roebuck. Stover fires, ball's short. Fanning clears to Beaver. Stout's out in front. And Beaver slows it down, being tightly defended by number 10, that's Gooch. Over to Doris, inside for Fanning. She has some space. Off the glass and in.
Yeah, good control, knowing where she is on the court. Good shot. They wanted to double team, but they were stacked on top of each other, the defenders.
Gooch on the right side, back up top to Stover. Ava Gooch, the junior, off the backboard. Marsh is there to clear the rebound and out to Stout. Over to Beaver, looking for the entry for Fanning. Fanning being tightly defended by Stover. Beaver resets with the back dribble. Kinley Marsh at the elbow. She'll go back to the corner. Fanning receives it on the near side to Stout from 15. The pull-up jumper off the backside. Marsh there for the rebound. And Marsh off the glass is good. And the Cougars have a 6-point lead.
Way to be there, Kinley. Have ball position and just go back up with it. Shot was a little off balance, but it was still a good look.
Stover for 3 from the right side. Long rebound knocked out by number 4, Sanders. Loose ball stolen by Beaver. Beaver puts it to Dorsett in the corner. Good ball fake, baseline drive. Fanning wins position underneath.
Oh, there's a foul.
And loose ball pulled down by the Blue Streaks.
There's definitely some contact there as the ball was loose, but they didn't feel like anybody had clean enough possession to call the foul on any one person in particular.
Into the corner to enter down low for Roebuck. And she makes the bucket and draws the foul.
Yeah, it was clearly a foul on that entry. She tried to, clear out a little bit and put Kinley kind of on the back of her back heel. Didn't have as much set up and sent it to the line.
13-9, 4-point lead now for the Cougars.
I believe so far, Neodesha is 2 for 2 from the line.
So Kinley, Marsh, Stout, Beaver, and Marsh all sub out. That's Garcia, Nelson, and Lett back in the game. Ball into Doris on the left side. She's able to get some space up ahead. Doris keeps the dribble as she dribbles around traffic into the paint. Floater off the back rim. Nelson's there for an opportunity, but rebound pulled down by Roebuck for the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, Roebuck just had better position there.
Into the short corner for Gooch. Entered into Sanders. Lett pulls down the backside rebound into transition.
Ooh. Almost got a little movement there.
Ball swung around. Into the corner. 3-point shot is good.
Good shot by Julia. Their way to get set. Find Libby. Libby kick back out. And a great 3-point shot.
Julia Sanchez.
Yeah,
for 3.
freshman.
Three-pointer from the corner for the Blue Streaks. That was number 2, Allison Stover. Garcia able to clear, Sanchez clears. Takes another 3 off the back rim, fight for the rebound. Doris gets on the floor, ties it up, and jump ball's the call. I believe the Blue Streaks now have the arrow. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cougars leading by 6, 16-10.
Doris is all over the court. And they're getting rebounds, bringing the ball up. Doing a great job hanging on that ball and moving things around.
Over into the near corner. Long 3 by Roebuck, and she hits it. That will do it for the first quarter. Good lively first quarter by both squads.
Yeah, that last 3 was big. There's a few seconds left on the clock. That was a deep 3, but made it from a 3-possession game, or at least a 2-possession game, down to 1. You know, the quarter started off on Neodesha 5-0, and the Cougars were able to pull back and grab that lead back. And so a little bit back and forth there. Rebounding so important in this game. You know, there's not giving up for the Cougars to not give up a second opportunity for them to score, but be able to hang on to that ball, get the ball down the court, and try to create something. Team definitely had some game plan for Libby. You can see her getting lots of attention down there. Double team, and one time even the crash on the triple team. Again, I think one of the stories of tonight will be just kind of our wind. After having sickness go through the team this past week, I'd expect to see quite a bit of substitutions, trying to keep legs fresh. Everybody's there trying to get their wind back.
Fanning, Doris, Stout, Beaver, and Lett in the game to start the second quarter. And we're underway. Cougars with a 3-point lead. Ball to Lett on the right side, looking in for Fanning. Into the elbow for Doris, but off the mark and stolen away by the Blue Streaks. That was number 13, Roebuck. Over to the right side for Bell. Back to Allison Stover, the freshman. Roebuck to the left for Bell. Stover, the freshman, hits the 3.
And they definitely want to shoot the 3s.
Beaver through traffic into the corner for Lett. Lett resets up top to Doris. She'll launch it off the backboard. Long rebound pulled down by Samantha Stover. She's pushing out in transition. Cougars get back, and the Blue Streaks set up the offense. Over to Allison Stover on the right wing. Entered in. Fanning steps in and deflects, and Fanning's able to make the steal. Led on the right side. Ball screen comes. Back to Doris. Doris thought about it. Drives to the elbow. Kicks back to Fanning. Stout cuts through. Beaver's there on the left wing. Ball screen by Fanning. Pull-up jumper from the elbow and goes off the mark. Number 32, Olivia Morrison, the junior, pulls down the rebound for the Blue Streaks.
Our shooting's just gotten a little cold to begin the second quarter, but we're not getting the offensive rebounds. Not getting much possession to get any good looks.
Roebuck, the tough shot. Backside rebound by Fanning. She has a leaker.
It.
She gets it out to Doris on the near side. Out ahead to Lett. Lett wants the long 3.
It's off.
Air ball, but Stout's there on the backside to pull it down. Reset up top to Beaver. Over the near side for Lett. Ball screen by Doris. Lett at the top, picks up the dribble. Back door for Doris.
Oh, nice.
And Doris is wide open for the finish.
Great find. Great find by Ava to keep her head up, feel that pressure coming with the 2, and then just that backdoor cut by Doris. She'll finish that off. Good play.
Into the corner, Allison Stover wants another 3 off the top of the backboard. Pulled down by Lett, into transition for Beaver. She steps through, and jump ball called.
I could see a travel. I could see a foul, but I don't know. I don't know if I saw a jump ball there.
That was the Blue Streaks arrow, so they have it on the jump. Ball into the corner. Back up top. Into the left corner, Allison Stover there, back to number 10, Ava Gooch. All the way into the opposite corner for Stover again. Gooch swinging around up top to Roebuck. Into the short corner for Stover. In and out, swatted away by 32 Morrison. Let's there to clean it up. Beaver out to Stout on the transition run, and Stout draws the foul as she attacks the basket with the left. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
You know, good job looking up the court, but really trying to get possession of that ball. That ball was bouncing around there on the opposite end. And, you know, definitely physical. There's a lot of contact there trying to come down with it. But once the Cougars got it, they moved up the ball really well up the court.
Good on the first, and two subs at the table. Kinley Marsh and Ellen Nelson subbing in the game. Fanning and Doris take a seat. In and out on the second. Rebound pulled down by Marsh. She's actually just tore it out of number 32 of Morrison's hands.
Yeah. Again, quite a bit of contact there with no call.
Yeah, Marsh sitting out part of that first quarter with foul trouble. Number 13, Pereira Roebuck, the senior, with a nice jump shot.
Can't dribble into that. Way to get through it.
Beaver all the way out to Stout for three on the left side. Long rebound. Allison Stover's there to pull it down for the Blue Streaks. 1 point lead now for the Cougars. 4:30 to play here in the second quarter. Entered down low for Roebuck, and Roebuck's able to get the soft touch off the backboard for the finish. Coach wants a timeout.
Yeah, so now Neodesha, they're working that ball inside now with Libby out, trying to create some type of action down low. And with Kinley trying to play more straight up basketball, not get yourself deeper into foul trouble. Just kind of had to play that one kind of loose. Competitive game so far. We've seen a little bit of everything. You know, the Cougars have gone cold on their shooting here in the second quarter from range. I had a few drop at the beginning of the game, but the past couple of possessions just not been able to convert. Like to see them try to get the ball down low, and definitely those second chance shots, trying to create off of the rebound on the offensive board. Defensively, I like what the Cougars are doing. They're doing a good job of closing out. It's just that when that ball gets on that far perimeter, when they swing it so low into that short corner, that's tough to swing all the way around for the Cougars to be able to get there to defend.
Cougars inbounding to restart. Blue Streaks picking up in three-quarter court. Beaver throws it over Stout's head, out of bounds, turnover back to the Blue Streaks. That's enough to send Fanning, Lett, and Doris to the line. Nelson, Sanchez, and Stout subbing out. Ball back up to the top. Three-point shot by Roebuck. Marsh pulls down the rebound, gives it to Lett. Cougars with a chance to retake the lead. 20-19 the score. Blue Streaks leading. Lett with the long three. Fanning there for the offensive rebound, looking for an option, steps through, off the glass, in and out. And Morrison pulls it down for the Blue Streaks. Outlet to Gooch. All the way across for Stover. Dyke into the corner for Gooch.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Traveling call on Gooch as she tried to pivot through, got tangled up.
Yeah, I thought for a second they were going to call a foul. I didn't see any contact really there. Cougars got to not drive into that half-court corner.
Beaver on the left side, back to Doris to cross the timeline.
That's where they want that 1-2-2 trap.
Up top to Beaver, she wants the three. Off the backboard, another rebound for Roebuck.
And Cougars stay cold at range.
Dyke into the corner for Stover. Roebuck, baseline, pulls up all the way across court. Dyke picks up the dribble, looking back to Roebuck on the near side. Spin move into the paint, off the glass, gets her own rebound, and generous roll gets the basket to go. into the down low for Marsh.
Oh, again.
Good transition play by the Cougars.
Good finish through the contact for Kinley.
And a 1-point lead again for the Blue Streaks. Dyke at the top. Over to Stover from 17. Off the back rim, and she gets the roll.
Man, they shot Cole. Now they're making everything. Oh.
Let down low for Marsh.
Body. Definitely looked like there was a little push in the back there.
Stover knocks it away. Could have been called for the foul. Out of bounds underneath for the Cougars. 2:28 to play here in the second quarter. 3-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Cougars have led by as many as 6. Into Fanning in the corner. Up top for Beaver. To Let. Quick three. Rebound by Marsh. Out to Beaver. Beaver resets over to Let. All the way across to Doris. Doris for 3 off the backboard. And rebound on the backside by Dyke.
Just gone cold from range.
Darcy Dyke back up top to Bell. Down
Good
low,
read.
Fanning reads the pass and steals
Good
it away
read.
from Morrison. Cougars trailing by 3 with a chance to tie.
Oh, got a tip ball there.
I'm not sure where Let was trying to go with that.
See
But
where she was trying to find.
into the corner, tough shot. Marsh there, fights for the rebound. And
Who we're going to call that on? They're going to be on Kinley.
Marsh gets called for the foul.
Yeah, they're calling it on Kinley.
That's her 3rd foul.
Kinley had her hand stuck on the inside when the girl was trying to pull away. As she pulled away, it pulled Kinley towards her. So there's definitely not a push there. You call maybe a reach. Try to set a screen up there.
Dyke up top to Stover. Samantha Stover, the senior. Into the corner for Bell for 3. Long side rebound pulled down by Samantha Stover. Bell setting up action all the way back to the top for Samantha Stover. Offensive rebound by the Blue Streaks, fighting for the ball. Can't get it to go in, and the Cougars pull it away. Stout to Let for a long 2.
There we go.
Ava Let
There
hits
we go. You got to keep firing, you know. You're not shooting at range. You get a couple steps in. Get that shot, get that rhythm back, and then step back out again.
Bell at the top. 3-pointer by Samantha Stover. Dyke's able to get in there and get the air ball offensive rebound. Entered into Roebuck. Good move, but too strong, and foul called on the rebound.
White ball. Oh, no, they called on
Foul
32.
called on Olivia Morrison, the junior.
Her second. Yeah, Libby had position on her. She kind of came around and got a little push in the back there.
Under a minute to play here in the first half.
That's the second time they almost overthrew that pass.
Stout has a lane all the way to the basket, kicks it to Nelson in the corner, tries to enter it to Fanning. Loose ball recovered. Nelson drives in and loses the ball on the shot attempt. 20 seconds to play. 3-pointer off the front of the rim. Fanning there in position. Outlet, 10 seconds left. Doris on the right side flips it over the top. Stolen away by Tiana Sanders, the sophomore. Prayer Roebuck wants the 3, and she gets it at the buzzer. And the Blue Streaks will go into halftime with a 4-point lead.
Yeah, another end of the quarter kind of possession there for the Cougars. It didn't quite seem like they knew how much time was left on the clock, and they kind of rushed through a play instead of kind of waiting for that last second shot and gave the ball back to Neodesha for another last second shot, which they, of course, sunk.
All right, we'll take a halftime break here, send you through the first half recap, and be back for the start of the second half. All right, we're back. Ready to start the third quarter.
Yeah, definitely back and forth first half. Cougars, Neodesha opened up with the lead. Cougars were able to pull it back, go up with the lead. Neodesha had just a better second quarter altogether and kind of got the lead and was able to hang on to it throughout most of the second quarter. Cougars need to come out firing a little bit better than they did. I think that's kind of the big story wasn't necessarily that we got outplayed. We just got outshot. And not a lot of our shots fell there at the beginning, or really throughout the whole second quarter. Just weren't able to kind of create then second chance either.
Yeah, I think Avalette hit that one long two-pointer, but didn't land on any of the three-point attempts she had taken. All right, we're ready to start the second half. Beaver over to Stout on the right side to Fanning at the top of the key. Over to Beaver, she wants the quick three. Off the backboard. Rebound pulled down by Dyke. We've had several three-pointers hit the backboard. Switch across to the top. Bell with the long three. Long off the iron. Stout pulls it down for the clear for the Cougars.
Yeah, it is interesting to me coming out of, talking with the team, coming up with the game plan. We start firing immediately. Oh, that's a kick.
Stout tries to enter it into Fanning, but kicked away by Morrison. That will be a inbound for the Cougars underneath.
Yeah, Libby had position. That was a...
Beaver inbounding for the Cougars. Up top to Doris. Doris is able to get a step to the elbow into the corner for Let. Let fires, and she nails it.
Good shot. Knew just it was a matter of time before Ava's shot started falling again. Good play execution.
Over to Bell on the left side. Morrison at the elbow. Back up top to Gooch. Darcy Gooch, the senior, to Bell in the corner. Elbow jumper from Morrison. Loose ball. The Blue Streaks are able to pull it down for a second attempt, but the Cougars now clear. Beaver into the paint. Kicks it back to Doris. Wing three. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Trinity Bell for the Blue Streaks.
Got to crash a little bit better on those deep threes. Get into a better position for a rebound. A lot of those that go long, we're not anticipating the long board.
Ball over the top to Morrison.
That's our ball.
Loose ball and out of bounds.
That's Cougars ball, yeah. It's kind of trickled out. She was unable to recover it.
Over to Stout on the near side. Into the corner. Let wants another one. Oof. Off the side of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Stover.
It's tough on those threes. We kind of sink back after you shoot them, but.
Gooch too strong off the glass. Stout out on the run on the rebound. Out ahead, step through. Tough shot, hits the bottom of the rim. Beaver there on the follow. Too strong off the backboard, and Gooch is able to clear. I'm sorry, Dyke. Darcy Dyke.
A good drive to get it all the way in there. Just kind of lost the ball a little bit and 1-on-3.
Bell enters down low for Roebuck, and she puts it off the glass.
Yeah, when Libby has to go out there on that perimeter and guard, leaves a mismatch down low.
Over to Stout in the corner. Swiped away by Dyke, and it will stay Cougars ball. Into Beaver. Across to Doris. One more into the corner for Let.
A little high pass. Oh, man.
Entered into Fanning. Morrison steps around and sweeps it away.
Again, I like the look. That's the play there. That she definitely had her pinned, be able to go on the inside, curl around, but just the pass just a little bit off.
Dyke with the ball over her head. Gets it to Morrison. Over to Bell. Rebound backside by Beaver. Beaver pushing through the middle. Doris on the right side. Beaver all the way. Picks up from 10, takes the shot, and backside rebound by the Blue Streaks. That's number 3, Samantha Stover, the senior. She tries to take it coast to coast.
Gets her own rebound.
Bell at the top. Over to Dyke. Dyke pulls up, and she gets the roll.
Originally, she was trying to make the entry pass. Didn't see it there, and then.
Timeout called by the Cougars.
The jumper. Yeah, on those long threes, that's what I've been talking about a little bit. You gotta at least stick around for a rebound. You can't get back up the court yet because odds are pretty good. A long shot's going to get a long rebound. So whether you're ball side or backside ball, we're just not getting enough of those rebounds on those long ones. And if we're going to keep shooting from range, we got to anticipate to get the rebounds from range. We're trying to get the ball to Libby. Just the passes, just not quite there. Because whenever they're able to get there, and you could see, that it's open. She's just got to take one power dribble in towards to the rim and be able to put that in. NHCA offensively, they're trying to get Libby out on the wing, open some stuff up down low. The Cougars have to sink backside help. Probably front, too, when they get down there.
All right, back into action. Doris into Beaver. Over to Stout, inside of the elbow for Fanning. Kicks it to Lett. Lett drives in, tries to bounce it into Fanning, able to get it there. Fanning works around, but puts it off the bottom of the backboard and cleared away by the Blue Streaks. Dyke up the left side into the corner for the freshman Stover. Over to Sanders. One more to Dyke into the corner for Allison Stover.
See, now that's the play. See, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get that floor open.
Roebuck for three. And that's going to go long out of bounds. Back to the Cougars.
Create that mismatch down low.
Blue Streaks in a three-quarter press. Ball over to Stout on the right side. Allie Stout across the timeline. Over to Beaver. To Doris for three.
Good board.
Fanning there, offensive rebound, and draws the foul. Libby Fanning will go to the line to shoot.
Yeah, good strong play to get that rebound, go back, take that one step into it, and put that ball back up with three girls guarding her at that one time. That was going to be called on somebody. As poorly as the Cougars have been shooting as a whole, right now we've made a couple shots in the third quarter that have been really nice, but as we've been shooting as a whole, it's good that it's not a game as close as it is.
Kinley Marsh checking back in the game as Allie Stout takes a breather. Marsh with 3 fouls. In and out on the second. Rebound pulled down by Roebuck.
We've almost got that.
Dyke into the corner for Sanders, entered into Roebuck. Backdoor pass. And nice play by the Blue Streaks.
Again, to get
Basket
Libby
by
on
Dyke.
the outside in that zone forces Kinley to come over, and they just slid somebody through on that backdoor side.
Beaver loses the handle and steps on
Yeah,
the
she
division
was.
line. Over and back is the call.
Yeah, that back heel just on the other side of the court for the backcourt call.
Dyke inside for Roebuck. Tough shot. Fight for the rebound. Fanning's there
rebound.
for it. And
Yeah.
hold called on the Blue Streaks. That's going to go against Roebuck, I believe.
A good strong rebound for Libby. Similar to a play that happened a little bit ago in the first half against Kinley, where she got her hand on the inside on the rebound. Got called for the foul.
Stout back in the game as Beaver takes a break. Ball to Doris. Back to Stout to cross the timeline. Doris on the left wing into the corner for Lett. And
Good
Lett
shot.
gets it.
Good shot.
6-point game, now a 3-point game.
Ava does a good job of shooting with a hand in her face. The defense is closing out, doesn't phase her one bit. And she has a good look. Good shot.
2-point shot is good. Ball to Doris. Over to Stout. Stout's pressured by Roebuck, up to Doris on the relief. Lett puts the dribble down back to Stout for 3. And she
Great
nails it.
shot. Great shot. Let's hope our Cougars are heating up here.
Back-to-back threes for the Cougars. Now a 2-point game, 35-33. 2 minutes left to play here in the third. Roebuck back up top to Gooch. Over to 4, that's Tiana Sanders, the sophomore. Baseline drive by Allison Stover, in and out and knocked out of bounds by the Blue Streaks. Cougars have possession. Beaver back in the game for Doris.
Does look like our girls just a little gassed here.
Beaver bringing it up the center of the court. Over to Stout, into the corner for Marsh. Marsh looking inside, back up top. Over to Beaver, one more to Let. Let for 3.
Ooh.
And hit the cable up top and goes over. That was a chance to take the lead for the Cougars.
Yeah, good look by Ava. You know, Cougars keep looking down to Libby, but they're fronting, making just a much harder pass because you know you've got some backside help on D.
Samantha Stover, the senior, slowing it down, bringing it down to the right side. Inside to Sanders, turnaround jumper, can't get the roll. Fanning there for the rebound for the Cougars. Out to Let, Cougars pushing, up to Stout, back to Let at the top. Fanning picks it up, tries to enter down low for Marsh.
It's not high enough.
Knocked away by Gooch, recovered by Tiana Sanders.
I like the look. Kinley had the inside on it. We got a timeout.
Timeout called by the Blue Streaks.
His pass wasn't quite high enough. Kinley to be able to take a shot at that. Cougars shooting a little bit better now at range. Doing a good job. You know, again, I don't want to make a bigger deal out of this than I am. Maybe I'm looking for it. But, you know, again, Libby missed a game. She'd been sick all week. I know Kinley was sick and played through it. I'm not quite sure all the other girls on the team. I know everybody's kind of battling to different levels. So you just kind of wonder how much gas they have. More wind, excuse me. Wind is better than just enough wind to be able to keep going. But it's good to see the shots starting to fall.
After the timeout, Neodesha will have the ball.
Both teams with 4 timeouts left for the half.
Ball up here at the 28-foot line. Allison Stover into the corner, picks up the dribble. Cross to her sister Samantha, all the way over to Roebuck in the corner. Tough 3. Marsh there in position to get the rebounds, able to chase it to the corner. Gets to Beaver, trap comes. Turnover by the Blue Streaks all the way down for Allison Stover.
That's tough. Passed it right into that corner. Wasn't very many places for her to go and unable to make that pass back out of the trap.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Marsh in the corner. Up to Beaver. Into the corner for Stout. She takes the 3.
Ooh.
Backside rebound. Oh my goodness, the ref pulls the ball away.
Yeah, Kinley's still diving for the ball. Had a chance to save it, put the ball back into play, and yeah, he
that was crazy.
He thought enough had gone through. I don't know.
Doris back in the game for Marsh. 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 4-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Allison Stover in the corner, ball above her head, gets it to her sister Samantha, deep 2. Backside rebound and foul call on Stout. Number 10, Ava Gooch on the backside. No rim on that shot, hit the backboard, but Gooch is right there to pick it up.
I mean, I definitely saw, you know, Allie had a good hand on the ball. I don't know if she had her other hand maybe a check or something like that. But it looked like good ball contact.
Second free throw, too strong. Beaver pulls it down, swiped away by Samantha Stover. 4.4 on the clock. into Beaver, 3 seconds left. Ball screen, Beaver doesn't get it off in time, and that'll do it for the third quarter.
Again, I wasn't quite sure if she was feeling the time that we had left in the quarter. Just whenever she did get up, and maybe didn't anticipate that kind of pressure. By the time she was able to get her shot off, the time had already expired. So fourth quarter. Now, Brian, what do you think? What do we got to do here in the fourth? Get the lead and be able to come away with
Well,
this.
it's been interesting to see how little action Libby Fanning has got. Now, like you said, she was out. She missed the Monday night game with sickness. So maybe her motor isn't quite what it would normally be. But I don't know that I've seen a game with Libby Fanning not taking a couple threes from the top of the key. And it seems like she's more just looking to distribute. Of course, they are fronting her, like you were saying. We've taken a lot of 3-pointers. You know, if we can get a couple of those to fall, we're right back in the game.
Yeah, they definitely game planned to be able to crash on Libby and make it difficult for that entry pass. So, with that many threes, a lot of points Libby makes are off of rebounds and putbacks. And with such long shooting, right, it's not as easy to get those inside rebounds with the ball back up.
All right, arrow to the Blue Streaks to start the fourth, and we're underway. 1 quarter to play here in this championship match. Blue Streaks over to number 11, Darcy Dyke, into Roebuck at the top. Over to Trinity Bell, entered in to Samantha Stover.
Good defense.
Rebound pulled down by Fanning. Out to Lett on the near side. Lett across to Doris, one more to Stout. She looks in for Fanning, trying to position. Olivia Morrison, number 32, doing a good job defending. Doris all the way to the basket, can't get the roll, gets her own rebound and tied up, and the Cougars have the arrow.
I think Coach Blankenship was trying to get the reach there. She came across the side of her. I think that's what he's talking about with the ref right now. But I like that drive. I like that attack. Oh, man.
Into the corner for Lett for 3. In and out. Beaver there for the follow, and she puts it in. Big bucket for the Cougars. 2-point game, 37-35.
I don't know how you leave Ava that open. You know she can make it. But a great rebound and putback.
Roebuck back to Dyke. Dyke into the corner to set up an action all the way across. Left all alone. Bell puts it in.
Yeah, they get that overload on that side. Nice look.
Entered into Stout. And Stout gets called for the travel.
Sorry, I missed that play. Yeah, she got down there, got in a triple coverage. And nowhere to go with it. Just lost her footing.
Timeout called by the Cougars.
So, yeah, the Cougars, when they were committing defensively all to one side, they're just dropping somebody back. And with our height all on the ball side, it's our guard's job, top or middle guard, to drop back down into the help on that baseline. And we're either not getting there or they're just throwing it over our heads because they've got that height down there.
Take a look at that back action as
see, nobody was down there.
Bell was all the way in the corner, just drifted in with her hands over her head asking for the pass.
So 4-point lead, 6:53 left.
Blue Streaks have the ball after the timeout. Travel called on the last play as Stout got the rebound but went to the ground. Dyke up the middle, picks up the dribble at the elbow over to Bell. Bell drives in but gets called for the travel. That's when you do that pump fake. Don't get the dribble down in time.
Yeah, you're making the next move before you finish the current move.
Beaver through the middle. Lett flashes high to receive. Entered into Fanning at the elbow. Fanning looking to make an action. Get it to Doris all the way across, and foul called on the floor on number 3, Samantha Stover, the senior.
And O'Shea had a collision of their own down low. Kind of opened Libby up, but they still good defense, and it was good ball movement. Just weren't able to get that foul there.
Beaver looking for an option into Fanning, goes through, but Stout's there to receive it. Back to Lett on the left wing. Let being tightly defended, gets it over to Stout. Back to Let at the top. Let into the paint, draws the foul.
Good attack.
And Avalette will go to the line to shoot 2, down 4. Chance to make it a one-possession game.
Good attack by Ava. Just quicker down there and able to make a move to be able to drive in there and draw the foul. Nice rims out there.
Second free throw for Avalette. And she gets the roll on the second. 3-point game. Roebuck bringing it up the center. Over to Dyke on the left wing. Back to Bell. Over to Roebuck for 3. Off the front of the rim. Fanning fighting for position. A lot of traffic, and foul finally called. I think that's going to go on Fanning.
Just having a conversation with the ref. Unable to finish that first rebound, and we didn't have any backside rebounders. Coach B is asking for a little bit of clarification here.
Stover can't get the first one to fall. Still a one-possession game. 6:03 to play here in the fourth quarter of this championship matchup of the 33rd annual Lancer Classic. Second one is good. 4-point game now with the Blue Streaks in the lead.
Kinley checks in for Ava, giving her a breather before the final push.
Beaver to Fanning. Fanning looking down low for Marsh. Tough pass. Stolen away by the Blue Streaks. That's the second time they've made that pass inside that just seems impossible. Roebuck into the corner for Dyke for 3, and that's a big three-pointer for the Blue Streaks, extending the lead to 7. Doris dribbling across the top. Back to Fanning at the top of the key. One more to Beaver. Beaver into the paint, loses the handle. And foul called on the floor.
She kind of got saved a little bit, in my opinion.
On Trinity Bell.
She kind of lost control of the ball and fell into the defender.
You know, they say, why do you complain? It's not going to change the call. Well, that's why you complain, because it may earn you a call later, like I think that one just did. Beaver tightly defended by Bell. And Bell gets called for the push as she was tightly defending Beaver.
So that's 2. So they called that last one on her. So she got 2 quick fouls that puts her now at 3 fouls and forces a substitution. I thought that was on 32.
5:20 to play in the fourth quarter. 4 fouls on the Blue Streak. So here on out, fouls will be 2 free throws. Stout into the corner for Beaver. Back up top to Fanning, deflected by Morrison. Stout gets it back. Fanning thought about the 3. Down low for Marsh. Marsh off the glass.
Big play.
Important basket for the Cougars. 5-point game, 43-38. Roebuck bringing it up the center of the court. Over to the freshman Allison Stover. Back to Roebuck at the top. Dyke slows things up, dribble into the corner. Don't lose the backside. They lost it again, all the way over for Roebuck. Roebuck 3-point shot. Fanning fights for the rebound and pulls it down and gets called for the travel.
I'm not quite sure I agree with that call there. So offensively, now that Kinley's back in there, she has missed a lot of the game because of just foul trouble. You know, you're putting Libby up front, and that's getting better one-on-one opportunities for Kinley down low, and they're trying to definitely get the ball down to her, so it was a good execution that time.
Morrison subbing out of the game as number 4, Tiana Sanders, subs in. Into the corner, open 3 for Allison Stover. Fanning fighting for the rebound again. Sanders on the ground, loose ball. Stover gets to it to her sister, down low for Sanders.
Don't reach. Yep.
Foul called
on the reach
before the shot.
That's her
foul
fourth.
On 2. What is
2-5.
he? 2-5. Okay.
Yeah.
Old school signaling.
Kinley's 5th foul. Oh, they try to sneak in a play by bouncing it off Libby.
3-point shot. Too strong. Doris there fighting for the rebound. Dyke's able to pull it down. Back out for Roebuck for 3. Fanning fighting for the rebound and draws a foul. And Fanning will shoot free throws. That's 5.
Yeah, he saw it. A lot of game left. A lot of game left here, but this, these free throws are clutch. Just having problems scoring underneath.
Trailing by 5 with a chance to score points with the clock stopped is always nice.
Good shot.
Fanning makes the first 4-point game. Chance here to make it a single possession game. Too strong on the second. Long rebound pulled down by Stover. Roebuck dribbling through the middle. Stout tightly defending. Into the corner for Allison Stover. Ball rims around. Samantha Stover pulls down the rebound. Loose ball. Marsh gets it quickly out to Stout. Stout through traffic, dribbling ahead. Back to Fanning.
Nice
down
find.
low.
What we got?
And foul on the push by.
Push.
And Fanning will go to the line to
Really
shoot 2 more free throws.
Points. Kinley was able to get into position on the weak side box. And Libby was looking for it, but got pushed before.
Fanning gets the roll on the first. 1 possession game, 43-40. 3:43 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Oh, rims out. Rebound pulled down by the Blue Streaks.
Ball just spun up there for a while.
Roebuck up ahead to Dyke. Dyke gets away with a little push off. Back to Roebuck at the top. Fanning comes up to defend. Down low for Sanders. Too strong off the backboard. Doris and Sanders fight for it. Lett pulls it down. Outlet to Beaver. Beaver from the free throw line. Pull-up jumper. And can't get it to go. Allison Stover there for the rebound.
Good hustle play by the Cougars.
Timeout called by the Blue Streaks.
Full timeout. Yeah, as you see the transitions opening up just a little bit here. We're making forcing some turnovers, getting quick rebounds, loose balls. They're crashing, and then we're able to look up the court to make something happen. So I like those plays. I like what I'm seeing out there. By Cougars, just got to finish. It does seem like, Brian, that game's loosening up a little bit. Not from a scoring perspective, just from the fouls, the loose balls, the contested rebounds, Everybody's kind of scrambling a little bit.
The number 4 there, Tiana Sanders, the sophomore, is really physical down low. She's gone to the ground several times trying to fight for a rebound. It seems like they would have given her one of those calls. It doesn't seem like they've called any of those fouls on the Cougars, but
it's just those loose balls, right?
Yeah, they're just.
It's so hard to know who has actual possession of them.
Yeah. All right, so after the timeout, it is the Blue Streaks ball. Prayer Roebuck, the senior, number 13, inbounding for the Blue Streaks. Ball into Samantha Stover, the senior, number 3. Her sister, the freshman, Allison Stover, also in the game over on the left side. Stover gets left wide open for 3, and I'm not sure what the play was there, but Cougars give up an open 3.
Oh,
Doris takes an extra step as she goes to the paint.
Yeah, nobody stepped out on her. You see that and you're like, was that the game plan, to leave her open, to not give up something else? But she cashed in.
Ball back in play. 6-point lead again for the Blue Streaks. Over to the senior Stover. She'll eat some clock. Marsh comes up to defend. Back to Stover in the corner, entered down to Sanders.
Good backside help that time by Ava.
Beaver goes for the steal. Ball over to Roebuck. Back up top
Yeah,
to Dyke.
They're running some clock here.
Down low. Roebuck can't get it to go.
Good
Backside
board.
rebound by Doris. Outlet to Beaver. Cougars pushing. Beaver over to Lett on the right side. Lett with the ball overhead looks down for Fanning.
And
Nice
one.
play design by the Cougars. And Fanning will go back to the line.
Yeah, they had Kinley on the front side, so the attention was drawn on her because she was closest to the ball. And then Libby slid around the back. It was a good entry pass to Libby, just unable to make it. Make the shot, but 2 free throws here works.
Fanning good on the first, 5-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Cougars with 2 timeouts remaining.
Good shot.
Fanning gets both free throws, and it's a 4-point lead. Cougars want a timeout.
It'd be interesting to see how many points Libby has on the night off the free throws versus just standard shots. I think she has more in free throws than she has in field goals. Or it feels close to that at least. Yeah, I like what the Cougars have been doing here, creating kind of mismatch high-low opportunities between Kinley and Libby. And as it kind of forces Neodesha to kind of sink in a little bit, it's going to open up our three. We've definitely shown that we can make it. Cougars the number 3
Plug
seed.
in.
Number 3 seed here. Shade number 1 seed.
Blue Streaks inbounding the ball into Stover. Back to Roebuck. Trap comes. Beaver and Marsh. Roebuck, big pass up ahead into the break. Morrison's there. Stout is able to deflect. Back to Stover. 3-pointer by Bell from the top, and she hits it.
Big 3.
7-point lead again for the Blue Streaks. Over to Lett for 3. Marsh
Good
with the
board.
big offensive rebound. Can't hold on to the ball and loses it out of bounds.
Neodesha's made a couple big threes. That's definitely one of them.
Blue Streaks inbounding into Bell. Beaver defending and fouls Bell. That's just the 3rd team foul on the Cougars.
At this point, you wonder, it's kind of be aggressive. If you foul, you foul, but let's be aggressive.
Roebuck inbounding. Gets it to Stover, the freshman. Stout defending. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Roebuck. Roebuck's able to turn into space. Marsh tightly defending. Roebuck has the count. Roebuck gets past. Foul called on the floor on Marsh.
Is that on Kinley? That's number 5. Let's see who
I thought that was just her 4th. Is that her 5th?
They're subbing there. Yeah, that's number 5 for Kinley.
All right, 5 fouls on Kinley Marsh. Doris subbing back in the game.
Felt like a pretty soft call in my mind.
Fourth team foul.
Little substitution clarity, maybe.
1:12 to play. Ball entered into the back. Whoa, barely in the front court. Over to Roebuck. Doris defending. Doris goes for the steal and gets called for the foul. 1:01 left. They'll send Roebuck to the line.
Yeah, you don't hate that foul call right there. I mean,
Or I'm sorry, I'm one off there. Oh yeah, it's the 5th.
yeah, sending the free throw. Cougars here got to hustle. Gotta hustle.
Roebuck too strong on the first. Libby fanning down low. You see she's still suffering from the effects of her sickness, coughing into her shirt. Roebuck makes the second 8-point lead now for the Blue Streaks. Cougars across the timeline with Beaver. Up top to Let. Let from 30 feet off the backboard. And foul called on Beaver. Blue Streaks go back to the line.
I've been really impressed with Neodesha's just their quickness and their ball handling with the size that they have. Most everybody on their team's been shooting from deep and able to ball handle. Look at diversity and the talent of with their size and their length that they have.
Samantha Stover good on the first. Chance to make it a double-digit lead here. Makes the second. 47 seconds remaining. Now a 10-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Beaver with the left hand into the corner for Stout.
Long.
Let gets a hand on the rebound. Fanning's able to pull it down inside for Doris. And Doris puts it in.
Got a quick timeout here by Coach.
Timeout, last timeout by the Cougars. 33 seconds on the official clock.
He has a good rebound and a good find to get there quick too. Cougars have struggled with their length today, but they've really been, Neodesha's been really disciplined, kind of finding out what advantages the 2-3 or the 2-1-2 that we're running, like where the empty spots would be to kind of create, and just shot really well at range when it matters. Made a couple of really important big threes here late in the game to just pull away just a little bit more. Put the Cougars where they are now. Yeah, Kinley hadn't been able to play most of the game, got in foul trouble early. And whenever she was in there, we got to see that high-low action, and it was effective.
Cougars going to be in full court. Trinity Bell inbounding for the Blue Streaks. Ball long. Received by Dyke. And the Cougars are able to foul. Dyke will go to the line.
Yeah, interesting. You don't see that long pass very often with girls basketball, high school basketball.
Dyke makes it 9 points. Can't get the second to go. Fanning pulls down the rebound out to Stout. Cougars have to push quickly. Stout sets up the three-point shot. Doris still defending tightly. Bell across the timeline, 13 seconds to play. It looks like the Cougars may let it run out.
Yeah, no fouling here. Just playing defense.
Back to Stover up top to Dyke. And that will be the final.
hard-fought battle for the Cougars. I think everybody wishes we would have shot better today. Wish we had everybody a little bit fresher today. That was a good team. That was a good team. Good disciplined team.
Okay,
Shot really, really well.
Present our awards for the girls' championship. Second place in the 33rd annual Lancer Classic goes to the New Heights Cougars.
Second place finish for the Cougars.
And your Lancer Classic champions for 2025, Neodesha Blue Streaks.
And the Blue Streaks winning the tournament.
Now, at this time, we'd like to go ahead and recognize our girls' all-tournament team. If you're here in attendance, please come up and we'll have a medal for you.
It's now doing the all-tournament team.
From Columbus, a senior, Katie Mooney.
Katie Mooney from Columbus.
From Commerce, a senior, Lacey Bruff.
Lacey Bruff from Commerce.
From Commerce, a senior, Yadi Herrera.
Yadi Herrera from Commerce.
From Neodesha, a senior, Darcy Dyke.
Darcy Dyke from Neodesha.
From Neodesha, a senior, Prayer Roebuck.
Roebuck had a great game against us
From
tonight.
Neodesha, a senior, Samantha Stover.
Stover's 3 players.
From New Heights, a sophomore, Libby Fanning.
And sophomore Libby Fanning. We all wish. We all wish we had a couple more years with Libby.
Another mistake. She's a senior. From Riverton, Ellie Helms.
Pretty impressive. Libby didn't have her best game here and missed one game, so she made the all-tournament team off a game and a half, kind of. Didn't catch that last one.
That's Libby's third consecutive year as a all-tournament team recipient on the Lancer Classic.
As a sophomore, nonetheless. You guys didn't hear that, and the announcer said sophomore, Libby Fanning.
Excellent tournament bracket, and thank you all, and hope you all decide to come back next year.
Samantha Stover, the Neodesha all-tournament team, looks to be going in the footsteps of her older sister, Kristen Stover. Prayer Roebuck, also a 3-time all-tournament team selection for the Neodesha Blue Streaks.
Get our team over here. Some pictures. Second place finish, still something to be proud of here in tournament. Again, that was a good team that we played against today. Who won last year, right? The girls' tournament last year.
The girls' champion was Parsons.
Parsons.
The boys' champion was Riverton.
Okay, and I think, if I remember correctly, I don't think New Heights or College Heights boys have ever won this tournament.
That's correct. We learned that the boys that best finish was second place back in 21, I believe, when Miller Long was a senior. They lost to Columbus.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's right.
Yeah,
No, 22.
22, yeah, I remember that game.
All right, well, we're going to send you through the second half recap as we close out here. We're actually going to switch over to a new stream. If you're tuning in for the boys championship game, you should see the link. We'll go live with that in just a couple minutes.